Everyone, welcome to the Withering Effect episode 160. Today's date is October 15th, 2022, and I am Duds.
And I'm Jimbo Slice 23.
I'm CarlRyds.
And I'm DiiKoj.
Welcome to CubedCon, everyone. We're recording this. Oh, geez, Carl, this script, man. This Minecraft Live 2022 recap episode live from the outdoor stage at CubedCon 2022. If you are watching the video version, you can see some nice shots of the stage area.
To be fair, there's a lot of lives in there, isn't there?
That's what I was just going to say. There's 3 lives in one sentence. This needed to be rewritten.
Guys,
Probably.
guys, calm down. We're live right now. You didn't know.
I wouldn't have known. Said live 3 times. Oh.
Dear. So awesome. Minecraft Live happened.
Yes. Well, it did. That's why we're here.
Yep. DiiKoj, you've gotten up to speed, correct?
Kind of. I watched most of it in double speed, and I jumped around a little bit. But I think I got most of it.
Nice.
I mean, there's not much to get, but we'll try to get to what we got, I guess.
Do we want to start with Legends?
Can do.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, so we saw some stuff from and the biggest thing we were griping about Legends, we didn't know what kind of game Legends was.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of fancy trailers and stuff, but it still didn't really let us know what it was. But now we know it's a strategy game. Kind of.
Yeah. I could that's what they mentioned. Something strategy game, but it also looks like an open world. I heard him say every world's going to be different. It's randomly generated. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was very cool. So you're going to be riding on a mob all the time. That mob can change. It's not just a horse.
It did show us a what'd they call it?
Something royal tiger?
Regal tiger.
Regal tiger.
Yeah.
That's it.
That was pretty neat.
Yeah, so you're like riding around waving your flag of courage or whatever it is, and it gets mobs to follow you, but at the same time you can tell mobs to go somewhere else. They didn't explain how telling things to go somewhere worked. We saw it happen.
Command.
Yeah, we saw it happen. We know it's a big blue square.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell mobs to do things in those squares, and different mobs do different things, but it wasn't really explained well on that part. And Jimbo, I think you said it best. It felt spammy.
Yeah. I play Clash of Clans, and there's a lot of strategy involved, and that's what I saw a lot in just the trailers that we saw from the beginning. Was something Clash of Clans like you build your troops, and you have to attack a base using strategy. You know, some may not work on others, but you get a good strategy for that specific base, and you can take it out. Here it looked like you could get a bunch of mobs.
Yeah, they look like they were just rounding up as many mobs as they could.
Yeah, you just recruit as many mobs you can with the flag and just send them in. And I hope there's a little more strategy than that.
I mean, we saw a little bit in the fact that one player was spawning the mobs using the mob spawners and bringing them to the other player, who was then deploying them to attack. But again, this was just a tiny mention. They didn't actually physically show the act happening, which was a bit of a downer.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we did get a little live gameplay.
We did.
Yeah, not as much explained as I thought we were going to get, but now we got an idea what this game is about. That's a plus.
Yeah. Definitely a lot more than we knew before. DiiKoj, your thoughts on Legends? Is it something you're interested in?
Yeah, not. I don't really play any other games than
Yeah.
Minecraft. But I don't. I really like especially the cinematic presentations of the game.
Yeah.
And the way you used allays to pretty much everything you wanted to build or accomplish, and you get them to collect the materials and then to build stuff and things like that. Thought that was a cool idea. But then the actual gameplay, how you fight and things like that, I didn't really have time to grasp that. I think it looked exciting.
Yeah, the building looked pretty limited on what you can do.
So negative.
Well, I like the fact that you can build. So I was worried you couldn't build anything, but the only building they showed was a bridge to get across to the piglin area. Yeah.
Well, and we know they have arrow towers, but they didn't show the process of the arrow towers being built.
Oh yeah. Yep, they did show those.
They just showed the allay building them, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
The allays were like building each like layer up of the tower. So they came in and like did the bottom and then the middle and then the top. So I'm not sure how you get them to actually do that, but it looks pretty cool when it was doing it.
I'm sure there's a button for that.
There'll be a button.
Carl, do you think we as Mac players can enjoy Legends?
Nope. It's PC only because Microsoft owns
Hmm.
Mojang. That's why.
Figures.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
The day they kill the Mac version of Java will be the day I rant for an entire hour on this show.
Well, Jimbo, sounds like we don't have to do anything that episode.
Yeah, I'll just do it. It's fine.
Anyway, back on the topic of Legends, I'm still not a fan of the cell shading they're using.
I don't know. I thought it looked pretty good, to be honest.
I really don't like it.
Looked all new and modern and stuff. It's very, it kind of had that kind of Minecraft vibe, but it was sort of like it just felt newer because of like all the, like you say, the cell shading and the graphics and stuff. It just felt like.
Sorry, I choked on my drink.
This is content that would usually be cut out of an episode. Jimbo coughing for 20 minutes.
I'm not the cougher. But yeah, that went down the wrong pipe.
This year you are. I'm on some strong medication, so.
I thought you were going to say, I choked on my apple.
No.
I wish I had an applause button for you.
I want to say something good though about Legends. The swift bushes or whatever they're called.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what they're called now.
Oh yeah, the tall grass type of
swift weeds or something like that. Those and the bouncy mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
If they were to be ported into vanilla Minecraft, would push people to travel by horses and stuff more than flying.
Yeah, that would definitely help.
So that could be a good idea that they bring over.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, they mentioned the allays were originally made for this game.
Yeah, it was interesting what I think it was Jab that said it on stage. Like, we were kind of hoping that the community would vote for the allay because we'd already put it in Legends, but they didn't know yet. So that was interesting. A little bit of tidbit there.
Are you saying the mob vote could be rigged?
No.
I was like, I'm not saying that.
No. I'm saying that it was a want that got, that happened for them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm.
All right. That's all I've. Do you guys have anything else for Legends? It doesn't seem like it's a game that's really hitting my fancy. I don't know about you guys.
I'm gonna try it. Especially, I'm sure we're gonna get more on the game when it comes out by spring, I believe, next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
spring
spring
23.
2023.
Yeah, so I'm still looking forward to hearing a little bit more about it, but yeah, I plan on trying it.
Yeah. Well, let's move on.
I think I'm more interested in Dungeons than Legends.
Yes, dungeon stuff.
I haven't even played that yet. So.
But you've seen us play it, and
Yeah.
we have fun with it.
Yeah, it looks really good. So that.
I have to force myself to play Dungeons again at some point. I love Dungeons. I just never have the time to play Dungeons. So yeah, so there's new DLC coming out October 19th, which is going to be great. I don't remember if it's the Fauna Fair DLC. I tried looking this up after the show, and it just kind of said, here's this stuff coming. It didn't say when each of them. But we have the Treetop Tangle, which is like a free DLC. So if you didn't get the Jungle DLC, you can still kind of experience what it's like, which I thought's really cool. I love that. You have Spooky Fest coming October 26th through November 9th, which is, again, just a bunch of Halloween-themed skins and prizes and stuff. Dungeons does such a good job theming everything. So it's great. And then the big thing I am super excited for is you can have the enchanter at your village, and they re-roll your enchants on equipment.
Yeah,
great.
That looked pretty. So for somebody like me who's never played it, does the armor just come with enchantments and that's it? You can't take them off. You can't put anything on or anything like that. It just what it comes with is what it comes with. Is that right?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So having this would be really good then, because it's like vanilla, isn't it? Where we can like chop and change and use the grindstone and stuff.
Yeah. So I'm super excited about that. Fauna Fair seems cool in the fact that it's more animal themed. We're getting a lot of mobs brought in the game, a lot of fun pets. There's some more animations and stuff. But the enchanter is what I'm really excited about.
DiiKoj's like just turned around. It's just like I think you're boring him, Duds.
I wonder what's happening over there.
Yeah. It is kind of hard because like I'm looking at my notes, but then I'm also trying to watch the live stream in case anyone says anything in chat that corresponds with what I'm saying. I'm also trying to maneuver my character so in the live stream it doesn't look like we're all just statues. And at the same time, I can see Jess, Aerington, and KC running around like madmen.
Yeah,
they're not even paying attention. They're just.
And KC said at the start that's Carl's biggest fail.
Yeah. It's the best part is there's entity distance. So if they walk past the third row of the audience, they just disappear for us.
Yeah.
I think that's a second row. Like they really got.
I can see them on there. If I zoom in from my camera, I can show them on the live stream. There we go.
Say hello.
Hi guys. Nice.
The only thing I had to say about Dungeons was I skipped that part, but I saw Laura getting pushed in on her throne.
Yeah, that was fun.
And I thought this year it was really funny the way the developers don't take themselves too seriously. They know they are kind of quirky and they are the way they are.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think there was some really funny parts this year.
And if anyone's missed our Dungeons episode with Laura, go and watch it or listen to it because it's really good.
Yeah.
Even now, it's still really relevant. So, and we filmed that just before last year's Minecraft Live.
I think before the game came out, right? Weren't we?
I think you were playing the beta.
After.
Yeah, we just finished playing the beta.
Yeah, so everyone out there, go listen to that because Laura was brilliant and
I love
really
Laura.
Inside.
Yeah,
she was a great guest.
Definitely.
But yeah, it felt like everyone was able to be themselves. Wasn't too being on stage like that. In any kind of live event. Here we are on stage, a live event. What I'm talking about. It can be nerve-wracking, so it's nice to see them be themselves.
Especially when Carl tells you just stand right there and don't move.
Am I not supposed to turn and stuff?
You can turn your head and stuff, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because when Charlie from CubeCon came and brought us over to the stage, and a big shout out to her and the rest of the CubeCon team for having us on as well. When she brought us over, I was like, Duds, stand here. Jimbo, stand here. DiiKoj, stand here. Don't move.
I thought you were getting like a thumbnail or something.
Yeah.
Not that I'm going to have to sit here for the next hour.
Yeah, those who can't see, there's a drum set behind us.
There is.
Yeah.
What else about Dungeons?
The Enchanter.
Yeah,
we talked about the Enchanter.
I think we brought it up. We just didn't get to talk about it.
I think that's the main thing we talked about.
Was it?
What else is there in there? So Spookfest is back, which is like an annual event that they do for Halloween and that. So that's cool. Is that a week-long event, I think? Remember rightly?
Yeah, the 26th through November 9th.
Nice.
And like I said, Dungeons does a huge job at theming, and it looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have
I need
so
to go
many
real
DLCs.
quick. I'll be back in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
No worries.
Thanks.
Just don't move.
Just don't move.
All right, let's punk DiiKoj while he's gone.
Can't.
I know we can. I'd like to see some of the stuff from Dungeons and I guess now Legends with the Swift Weed and Bouncy Mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Dungeons does armor and tools very well. So I'd like some of that brought into vanilla Minecraft, and I think Legends is doing rideable mobs very well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that was really cool. Just to know that there's other mobs out there that are rideable that we don't have in Minecraft. It always shows opportunity to be in the game at some point, hopefully.
Yeah, there's lots of mobs and that in Dungeons that I've seen in the videos and the trailers and everything that just look really cool and would be great in the vanilla game. So I hope that more of those come over.
The Grindstone Golem.
Yeah.
I know the Golem is 0 for 3 in the mob votes, but Grindstone Golem looks so cute.
Yeah. Really
yeah,
good.
they have all different golems than what we've even voted on. Like, there's a bunch of golems in the works, I guess.
Should we get into some of the other things that were talked about?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's talk Batman DLC because that looked really cool. I really wish that was for Java. That looks like a lot of work went into that DLC.
Yeah.
I was like, no one likes the Batman DLC.
I
skipped that part.
That's not something I'm probably going to play.
All right, I had to talk about Dungeon, guys, and I really don't, or not Dungeons, Legends, and I'm not really feeling Legends. So
Yeah,
you
but-
guys are talking Batman.
Yeah, but you're the lead host, so that's your job.
Okay, Batman.
Come on, Jimbo.
There is
A DLC.
Batman and
right.
Robin.
The amount of effort that it looks like they went through, because I mean, they were bringing in Robin, Nightwing, Harley Quinn, the Joker, and all of these are crazy different kinds of textures. Joker seems like a very tall model compared to all the other characters. It's highly detailed sets and stuff. It looks like it's its own individual game, and I think that's awesome. And I wish it was for more than just Bedrock.
Here's my first thought when I saw this Batman thing was Legos. Lego had so many different kinds of games. Lego Racing, Lego Marvel. You know, there's like Iron Man Lego. There's a bunch. Lego teams up with a lot of different other games and make it Lego like, I guess. But when I first saw this, I'm like, man, is Minecraft going to start doing that? Are they going to have all these different, themed games involved with just that block look? That's what I was thinking of.
You could be onto something there. I could see something like that.
Yeah, I thought of Legos. Minecraft
Batman,
Racing coming.
My plushies. DC Minecraft plushies. How are they going to sell the toys? That's the main question, I think.
That's true. Well, I mean, you're basically selling the DLC. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think Batman on its own carries enough sales, but it's a way for Minecraft to continue to make money because they're not charging us for updates on Java or Bedrock or anything like that. So DLCs like this is a good way for them to continue to make money without charging us for updates. So I'm good for it. Good with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I like about Minecraft, building, adventuring, and I feel like with the Batman thing, it would take away from that.
Yeah. Well, that's not. It's not meant for vanilla gameplay at all. It's meant for the players who are tired of vanilla gameplay and they want to play a straight up storyline.
Yeah, like an adventure.
Yeah, it's an adventure map. It's exactly what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's move on from Batman DLC because you guys don't seem very interested.
Not really.
Yeah, Blockbench. So they keep pushing Blockbench and saying Blockbench is super easy to create these crazy things and creatures, and Blockbench is not easy. Or I'm just really dumb because I tried learning Blockbench and it was rough.
I've never got to mess with it at all. Not yet, at least.
Same, yeah.
I love the idea.
I think Winter, who plays on Ripple Effect, I think he does all the custom stuff that we have on there in Blockbench, if I remember rightly. So maybe it's just you.
Thumbnails on there.
Well, and Winter is a developer in his own right.
Yeah, yeah, he is. Yeah.
So
you need to be a developer to use Blockbench, pretty much. How it goes.
Yeah. I don't know.
So if I use Blockbench and start getting it to work, I will then be a developer.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what Minecon told us.
But for the people, including DiiKoj, that don't know what Blockbench is, can you give a short introduction?
So Blockbench allows you to create your own entities like mobs, tools, weapons, armor.
Hats.
All that can be done in Blockbench.
But is it Mojang developed software?
I think it's third party.
Yeah, it's a good question because they do advertise it.
Yeah. They did
I'm
say
just
that
opening Blockbench right now.
it's the software that they use internally to prototype and mobs and stuff. So I would presume that the mobs that we see in the mob vote like have been prototyped in Blockbench to see how they're going to look and how they're going to work, and then they make the sort of cartoony version from that for the videos. So they did say that that's what they use themselves and what marketplace creators use to create their mods for Bedrock Edition. So it is a proper piece of software.
Yeah.
I made I made the mistake of opening Blockbench, and it had an update, so my fan on my PC just ramped up really.
Good work, Jim. I mean, Duds.
Oh, said someone else's name.
It's usually good job, Jimbo. It's different.
Yeah. Mob vote?
Yeah, mob vote.
Should we start with our mob vote?
Yeah, I can do.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm looking at it, and I think our mob vote is pretty close to the actual mob vote with some of them switched.
Yeah. So in our mob vote, the sniffer came first, just like it did in the Mojang one. But then on ours, Tough Golem came second, where Rascal came second in Mojang's. So our audience is slightly different. They like the Tough Golem over the Rascal, where the audience at large, which was 3.5 million votes.
Yeah, we had about
the way around 48, I think.
No, not 48.
Something like that.
It's 30. No, it's 43. So yeah, there's a big
43.
big gap difference.
And we should mention that all these votes were from the Discord.
Yeah.
And the Discord only.
Yep.
Yeah, if we'd have put it out there, we'd have had 1 million too.
Yeah, we just
had at least 1 million.
At least 1 million. At least.
Yeah.
I will put it out there. I don't care for random Twitter polls because anybody who's anyone could vote, especially when we're trying to figure out what our community personally would like. That's why I love the Discord, and I think everyone should jump in the Discord if you want to be a part of the community, because like we talk with our Discord daily.
Yeah, definitely.
Twitter is just kind of random no man's land for me.
Well, I think that was the problem, wasn't it? That Mojang were using Twitter to do it, and you know, there's Twitter bots and stuff like that, and it was always weird to me that it wasn't done in the launcher or on the website or on a Bedrock server. That was always really weird to me because it meant everyone could vote, not just people who play Minecraft. And at the end of the day, this is about putting something in Minecraft. So it just makes sense that the only people who should be able to vote are people who have bought the game and people who play the game. It never felt right to me, the Twitter votes. So I'm glad that they have changed it and made it our vote rather than just whatever Twitter bot happens to think for this one.
I think there's like an age limit to Twitter too. So if you're younger, don't have a Twitter, you can't vote. You just put Minecraft and you're able to vote this time.
Yeah, the terms of service for most of those places is 13. So.
And what I loved was, for once, I was able to vote as well because it was a larger window.
Oh, because it was 24 hours, rather than just during the event. Yeah.
So I could vote before work today.
Nice.
So last years, I've always missed it.
So who did everyone vote for? I voted Tough Golem.
Same.
Which was set first.
I voted for the Rascal.
The LA.
Oh, DiiKoj voted LA. That's crazy.
I
Come
want to
on,
walk away
DiiKoj.
now.
No, you can't. What did you
No,
vote for, DiiKoj?
I voted the sniffer.
Oh, he's one of them.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was leaning sniffer at first, just because
no.
that's
No.
out of all the mobs, like sniffer looks more Minecrafty. It looks like it fits the game more. It's got lore behind it.
Tough Golem
That's
is
what I
literally
like.
a golem.
Yeah, but I don't know. I felt like it fit more, but I liked what the Tough Golem did. You know, I was looking at different ways of using it in my head, but
So
can't do that now.
I have a sniffer conspiracy theory that I'll save once we talk about the actual update, because I have to explain part of the update to put my conspiracy theory out there without it sounding like a total conspiracy. But
Like,
yeah,
just
I
be-
voted Tough Golem. The only reason I'm happy the Tough Golem lost is that I'm hoping they take the features of the Tough Golem and create a shelf. So instead of just item frames, we can have a shelf in Minecraft to display things.
So, like when that snake was going to be voted on during one of the biome votes, I think, and it turned into the grindstone.
Well, that was a lizard.
What? Oh, yeah.
there were never any snakes, and if there was, I would not vote for it. No.
I remember what this is now. I keep saying they should add a snake just to annoy you.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
No, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping happens here. Is the Tough Golem didn't make it, but the idea of this shelf is such a good idea. It feels like it's being wasted, not being used, just getting thrown to the side. So hopefully it comes back as an item in the game, as like a shelf.
Yeah.
Or a display block or something like that.
But every mob goes into the idea library, right?
Yeah.
You mean the shredder?
No. Mojang don't have a shredder.
I'm sure
yeah.
they got a shredder in the office. I mean, there's probably a lot of paperwork.
It's an office and all.
There's a lot of paperwork they got.
Nah, they don't print anything. It's fine.
I'm sure.
They go to shred a document and they just take the monitor and shove it in the trash disposal.
Just like, can we shred this tablet?
No, well, Carl, as the lone Rascal voter, why'd you vote Rascal?
Because the sniffer, I don't get the hype for the sniffer. I'm gonna get hate for this, and I don't care.
No, you won't. No, I'll join you.
I will on Twitter, but like, I don't get the hype for it. It's just a mob that lays an egg and gives you some decorative plants.
Well, wait a second. Doesn't lay an egg.
Oh, what? No, it comes from an egg.
Yeah, you lay the egg.
I laid the egg myself. I did it. I did it before we started recording.
You are the egg.
To a sniffer, right?
Came first, the sniffer or the egg. They never did explain. There is a baby variant. We saw that, and an adult variant. I think we saw it. They never really.
Yeah, supposedly we saw it.
Yeah, but yeah, they never mentioned how to breed them, or if they're even bred. Maybe they're just a baby after hatching and go into an adult. Maybe that. I think that'd be about right. That'd be the only way to get one. Because if not, why would you look for another egg?
Right. Well, I'm thinking that these sniffers have lifespans. So you find the ancient egg in an underwater chest. You hatch the egg. It's a baby. Then it grows to a full adult. It's sniffing around, finding you ancient seeds for plants that are only decoration, by the way. Those plants are not going to be used for anything. They said so in their updates, which is why I got confused. Everyone was so in love with the sniffer. The plants aren't going to do. They're not even going to make dye.
What?
At least that's what they had said. So maybe that changes. Maybe it doesn't. But then that's it. And the sniffer dies, is what I'm going to guess. It has a lifespan because then you would go look for more eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that's the sniffer. The tough golem, I don't want a guy walking around my base moving my stuff.
But that's just it. It doesn't. It sits still
it does.
until you. They.
I'm a golem
This
hater.
this is where I don't like how these mob votes happen, because the mob vote, or the mob we got the most information on, was the sniffer day one. So everyone became in love with just one mob. Later on, like 3 days ago, they released a ton of information on the tough golem, where you can stack them. There's 16 different variants. They would be activated by redstone and return to a certain location. So you would tell it when to move and when not to move. It's like, these are all great, awesome things. And I don't think anyone heard about it.
But none of this was in the video.
Correct.
So I think this is what always happens with these votes, is we have the videos and we get the tiniest bit of information, and then over the next few days they clarify everything. It's like, just put that in the video to start with.
Yes.
We need to know more about what we're voting for. And I just thought that the Rascal was pretty fun, you know? You go down to the deep slate areas, you chase it around, and when you catch it 3 times, it, throws you an item. I think that's something, like, if you're bored in Minecraft and you think, I've got half an hour, I'll go and play with the Rascal for a bit and I might get myself something. To me, that just sounds, like a bit of fun. And that's why I voted for it, because I'm just like, I can either have a plant that doesn't work, a moving shelf, or something to play with. So,
hey, conveyor belt, man. You could have had a conveyor belt.
Yeah, sure.
The only reason I
came third anyway.
Conspiracy.
If the Minecraft loot didn't always was trash.
Yeah.
You always think, it's not worth it anyway. Then maybe the Rascal. If we were certain it was something truly unique.
Yeah, like a piece of netherite, ancient debris.
Or something you couldn't get any other way. Some exclusive enchantment, or
like maybe it had some dragon's breath.
Oh no, he's talking like full on rare.
Yeah, like only get from the Rascal.
Like a laser sword that shoots chickens.
Sounds a bit modded.
But like, I don't know who, I saw a video, Cub fan or Sesuma Void, I'm sure, one of those. But no, it might be someone else actually. A unique enchantment that made you mine deep slate faster. That would be interesting. But for the most part, all the loot you can get in Minecraft is, well, I can get this some other way.
See, if we found out that the Rascal had something like this, a deep slate mining, insta-mining pickaxe, it would have definitely went further in the votes.
Yeah, it would have won.
Yeah, but maybe that was one of the ideas that just wasn't shared with us that we missed on. That's one scary thing about the mob vote, is we just don't know all the features. At least as of right now.
Yeah, and I mean, what if the flowers are just reskinned tulips?
Oh.
Yeah.
Saying
we don't know. We just don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't mind the sniffer. The Rascal, I felt, just didn't make much sense for Minecraft. I mean, it's a fun idea. It just doesn't look Minecrafty. I get like it's a little person running around the caves. It's, what kind of species is this?
Jimbo's like yelling, little person.
Yeah, what's that thing doing running around? Can it talk?
I just realized that's going to be the post show.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah, so you catch this guy, you find him, and they give you something. It's like Okay, now where are you going? You're gonna go
If-
hide again? Yeah, I don't know.
I would want it just so I could smack it and take its book bag or backpack,
So
whatever you want to call
Yeah,
it. Backpack would have been awesome.
it's got like a backpack and a hunchback all at once. I think.
But it has a backpack, which is the one thing we've been wanting for years.
Yeah, and it's got it.
It's got it.
maybe it would have dropped the backpack, and now you're all. We should have
What
voted
have
for
we
that
done?
Yeah, maybe it gives you a backpack when you
Yep.
find it.
It's just another. I don't like the mob vote. I really don't. I don't like any votes. I don't like being teased with features we could have had and being taken away.
Yeah, which
I
is probably
mean-
why the 120 reveal was so minimal.
Oh,
Just
they
so
saved
they
it for
didn't give us too
last.
So
Mhm.
did we?
But then
Yes.
again, the second we saw the tough golem get voted out, we were like, "Oh, it's over. Sniffer won."
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they did that sort of like halfway through where they went, we're going to reveal it. And then they got rid of one of them. And then they waited to the end to do the other one, which is fine, I guess. But like, as soon as you saw the tough golem go, you were like, yep, it's over. It's a sniffer.
Yeah. Not much. I forgot the word for it. Build up. There we go.
Yeah, not a lot
Hype.
of suspense, hype. Yeah, it wasn't.
Mhm.
Yeah, there wasn't much of that because it was just like obvious at that point.
Should we get on with the 1.20 update?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I paused
yeah.
because that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So the wild update part 2 then, yeah.
Carl, you're gonna get us in trouble.
Caves and Cliffs part 4.
I'm gonna get kicked off stage.
I'm gonna
Carl's
get an email from Mojang saying they're not gonna let anyone on our show anymore.
Hey, in defense, there was not
Carl.
one cave or cliff shown on this.
Yeah, but you know.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to the background. Might
Could have
a
been. There
cliff
could have been a
somewhere.
secret mountain. I
Yeah.
don't know.
So far, I have very few gripes with the update, so I want to kind of get one of them out of the way real quick. It was the first thing we were introduced to, and it was the 7 default skins we're getting.
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem with them adding more default skins. That's great. But when they said they're not ready yet, it's a skin. Right? Like that's the easiest thing in Minecraft to make. We all are wearing custom skins.
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder if that means like it's coming before the update, or it's coming on. Like, is this part of the update, or are we just going to
They
get?
made it feel like this was part of the update, but I can see where you were confused because then they said they're not out yet.
Mm-hmm. Seems like it could be any day. Like,
But
I don't
see,
know why they would hold off on giving us those if they're just
Right.
skins
especially when we saw every skin complete and in the video.
in the animation. Yeah, that's how I was like, well, they're right there. How do you mean they're not done?
How are they not done
Huh.
yet?
Yeah,
I don't know.
video's
May-
done.
Maybe
How'd
the
that get
Java
done
ones are
before?
done, but not the Bedrock ones.
Maybe.
Maybe could have something to do with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, what we're referring to, if the audience isn't familiar, Steve and Alex are the skins.
They've got friends.
They got
Yes.
friends, yeah.
Competition.
There's 7 new ones to choose from besides Steve and Alex. That's
Mhm.
what we're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're cool looking skins too.
Mm-hmm. Pretty unique.
I mean, I like my custom skins. Mine's got a wither on the back.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, as long as you're on Java.
No, you can take this skin we're wearing right now over to Bedrock.
Yeah, I do that. I do that.
So, what about hanging signs? I think hanging signs so far are my favorite.
I love the
Update.
hanging sides. Yes. When
Yeah.
I saw them, I was like, this is it. We're going to get loads of things that we've asked for years. And, well, we'll get to that. But, but let's start with hanging signs because I really, really like them. I like that they're sort of, they're different to the main ones. So they're made out of stripped logs rather than the normal planks. So you've got differences in texture and color there to be able to use, and it's great for like things like pub signs, and if you're naming your, like, if you build a village or you go to a village and you refurbish it, that you can put like names on the buildings without having to just stick a sign to the wall. You can have it like sticking out from it, which I think looks really, really cool. I'm a big fan of the hanging signs.
Yeah, I believe they're crafted with chains.
Yeah.
That's what they hang from.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah,
we've
like
got
you said, there's 3 different ways for them to hang, which is pretty cool.
3 variants. You got the double chain, you got the double chain with the stick, which is if you're sideways, and then you got what I call the triangle chain, which is if it's connecting from a single point.
Like a fence post or the bottom
Yeah.
of a wall.
Or the bottom of a hanging sign, which is something we saw.
Yeah, signs hang on signs.
My biggest thing is that it finally puts a sign in the center of a block, which we've really not been able to do with it off the ground. We could always do that if we put the sign on the ground. But if you try to put it up against a fence post, it just kind of floats there.
Yeah, I'm curious what else we could do with it. I feel like there's more that we could do with it.
I will admit, I hopped into some Channel 64 chat after me and Carl got wrapped up on notes and stuff. And Jimbo, we did find out on Channel 64 that glowing signs are causing a lot of lag. And yet one of the biggest things we see today is more signs. So
is it causing lag?
Glowing signs are causing lag?
Yeah.
I hope
I don't have any. I don't have any.
I hope no one from Cube goes and removes the glowing signs from our booth then.
Well, and see, that's just it. Our glowing signs don't seem to be having a problem, but then again, I don't know what's up with the server or anything, but yeah.
So what else do we get?
My favorite part. Well, yeah, I think this is my favorite part. The new bamboo wood set. I like new blocks, and I really like how they did the bamboo wood. Normally you could just use bamboo for fuel and scaffolding. Now it has another use. You can get actual wood blocks out of it to build from. And there's a hatch. Is it a hatch?
It's trapdoor.
Well, the hatch pattern.
Oh.
You mean the bamboo mosaic?
Mosaic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's different looks of it too, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of whenever they add new wood and new wood types and that. That's why, when we were discussing the end update in a past episode that I was talking about them adding like end trees and things like that. I know you guys have talked about that as well. So anytime we get new woods and new colors to be able to use for builds is always good. And seeing a new, like you say, seeing a new use for bamboo, excellent.
Yeah.
Yep. And with the new wood variant comes along with, all the wood makes, the slabs, the stairs, the fences.
Yeah.
I didn't see a door though.
Yep. There's doors. There's
doors. There has to be doors. I just didn't remember seeing it. Everyone's focused on the raft, which is just a boat made out of bamboo.
It's a cool boat though.
It is a very cool looking boat, and I prefer to run around on one of those than a normal boat. Still just a boat. When they first said raft, I went, "Oh, we're getting a bigger boat. We're getting like 4 people in a boat now."
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, then it turns out it was just a boat.
Yep. You put the chest in there and everything.
Yeah. What about you, DiiKoj? What do you think about the bamboo wood?
It looked nice. Good idea. In the actual gameplay they showed, it was all bamboo, right?
Yeah.
Right.
When you start to change it up and you add it with other blocks, I think it will, look amazing.
I will admit, it's called Tweeted, a picture of the bamboo in his Vault Hunters pack, and that texture is a lot better.
I don't
So
remember seeing that.
yeah, that might be something for Mojang to look at. It's good. It didn't go overly detailed, which is a good thing to fit with the Minecraft, but yeah.
Texture is always one of those things that they look at changing. It always seems like whenever there's a new block type,
Oh yeah,
normally it'll get changed by the time it's released.
I bet there's like 3 or 4 small little changes we'll see come for bamboo.
Yep. Especially after hearing us say that the other one's better.
Yeah, I'm sure we
let's
influence
look back
Mojang
into
a
that.
lot.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, bamboo's used a lot in the real world, for building and stuff. So, yeah, why not use it in the game?
Yeah, when I was in school and stuff, I would design most of my floor plans with bamboo flooring because it's such a tough wood. It works out great for hardwoods.
Ooh, maybe it has the more durability. Maybe if it had a new special, I don't know.
Oh, no,
something
you
special
might be
about it.
onto something. If a bamboo plank can burn longer than a normal one, maybe it could be an equivalent to coal.
Yeah.
So that would be a better renewable fuel source right there.
Right. Yeah, it
'Cause you
depends
won't
how
have
much it would be to craft it, because you would just use the bamboo.
Yeah, but you could have an automated bamboo farm that you don't have to do anything to. Whereas coal, you'd have to go mining.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was thinking instead of using the planks, just use the bamboo itself.
Well, we
instead of
already know
crafting.
that doesn't
burn long.
Bamboo doesn't burn well to start with, but if crafting it into a plank gives it the equivalent of coal, that would be a fuel source I would rather use.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about fuel.
Nice.
That's got me hyped for more bamboo stuff then.
Well, yeah, we're just speculating, but
Yeah, we're just speculating. But it would be awesome.
It would.
Would be different. It'd be, a little different besides the raft.
Yeah. Still going to use the raft, but my hopes got broken, and it's my own fault.
But they did say they won't show everything, right? Things will
Correct.
develop with the community.
Yeah.
And
Only showing.
if it's just logical, people want the raft to hold more people, maybe 4 people, or have some other.
I think 4 would make more sense.
Yeah.
Than 2.
And maybe it won't break underneath bubbles from magma cubes.
Yeah, maybe it's one that could.
Maybe small
withstand.
things like that make it differ a bit from regular boats.
Don't
give up hope.
Yeah. The only thing I can say is that in real life, if you're thinking about a raft compared to a boat should always hold more people than a raft. But in Minecraft terms, if we can craft 4 rafts together to make a 4-person raft,
yeah,
just saying.
That's what I mean, though. Like a raft, you can make any size you want. Really,
this is true.
So to make it different from boats in a meaningful way, I think making it a 4-person mode of transport rather than the 2-person or entity or mob or whatever that the normal boats are would give it that, differentiator that it needs. Because at the minute it's nice. I like the raft a lot, but it's just a different boat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't care if they balance it out to where you fit more people in there, but it can't go as fast.
Yes, I'd agree. Maybe you can put a double chest in there and you go even slower now.
Yep. Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Aerington's got a interesting thing in our YouTube live chat that you could put other things on it, like an ender chest or a crafting table. If you were to make a big,
yeah,
like if you were to make a big raft, you could put like a traveling little outpost on it.
That would be so cool. I mean, first night houses would no longer be holes in the ground; they would be rafts.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Houseboat parties. No one wants a houseboat
party. I'll go for a houseboat party.
Spin in a circle.
Spinning it. Show us your wither. Spin in a circle. Show us your wither.
Everyone's got withers on their backs, except for DiiKoj, who we didn't give the skin in enough time to.
Yeah.
But he's got one.
He's got one.
How about chiseled bookshelves?
This is something we brought up on the show, actually.
Yeah. I do think they've missed a trick, though.
Okay, well, let's start with explaining chiseled bookshelves are actual functional bookshelves we can store books in finally.
Yeah, nice.
We can store enchanted books, blank books, book and quill. All that can be stored in here, and you can access it, pull them out, put them in. Great.
Nice. Yeah, I think that's really good. Like, I know we've been talking about inventory a lot over the last years, and this helps to a degree in terms of organization, rather than just having like your villagers there in your library and you put chests down or shulker boxes to store the books in. You can actually have them have their own wall of bookshelves, which people do anyway. When they design libraries, they have bookshelves behind their villagers. And this just gives you an opportunity to put the books that they trade with you onto a proper bookshelf and to be able to store it there rather than having chests or shulkers around. So I think that's really, really good.
Yes. Inventory updates don't necessarily need to be about inventory on your person's space. So I like this bookshelf.
What it looked like, though, was that every bookshelf is the same color at the same place on every bookshelf. So how do you know which book goes where?
Yeah,
that's what I was arguing.
This is what I was talking to Duds about when Jimbo went earlier. Was we talked about with I think it was King B-Dog's episode that we had when we had them on, about bookshelves being made of different woods. So instead of them all being the same color, you could make them out of the different wood types and have different colored bookshelves. Now, I think that's good for a few reasons. One is you can use it for decoration. So if you've got a house with a specific style, you can match your bookshelves to the walls. But also, in terms of this, you can say all of the spruce bookshelves have mending in them. All of the birch bookshelves have fortune in them, etc., etc. So you'd be able to actually label them without labeling them, if that makes sense. So you'd be able to say, I know where all my mending books are, they're in the warped one. Or that section of the library. Because when you walk into a library in Minecraft, whether it be a player-made library or whether it be a one that's in the strongholds, they're very boring because it's just a sea of the same texture. Where I think if they were to allow us to use different wood types to make different coloured bookshelves, you would have a more variety of libraries and a more variety of colours within there. But you'd also, like DiiKoj says, be able to label them without having to stick a sign on it.
Yes.
Now, I missed the end of Minecraft Live, but since they are trying, especially this time, to develop this update together with the community, did they mention how they want our feedback? In what channels?
Well, I do know they plan on releasing snapshots very early.
Yeah.
Like here really soon, like for us to play with it.
I think they said a few days.
Yeah. I think it's within a week at least, but
nice.
Yeah, and then should be getting feedback from that, I imagine.
Yeah, and the good thing is with everything we're getting in the snapshot, by the way, we haven't even talked about camels yet. But I was saying all the stuff we've gotten right now, like everyone worries about playing on a snapshot for corrupting the world. I don't really see anything that are going to get in this set that could really hurt the world in general. So I would like say ripple effect or wherever it goes, hey, let's update to 120 snapshot when it comes out. It's like, I don't think we'd see much of a problem there other than obviously our mods and stuff we need to update to do what we do as content creators.
Yeah.
But it seems like it would be a soft snapshot on your computer.
Definitely.
But no, other than tweeting at devs, which they don't like us doing. I don't know. Hopefully they're listening and they hear some of our suggestions, because I really like the using different wood types to kind of organize, or like books, different enchanting books. If like an enchantment goes on a tool, maybe that's a blue book. Maybe if an enchantment goes on a helmet, it's a purple book or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as of right now, there was no GUI they showed to where we can look inside the shelf and know what's in there. It's kind of just random books.
It was a bit
I don't know.
It was a bit like how bundles were working before they were removed. You basically took out the last thing you put in, and it was cycled like that. So I think this is similar. But they did end up adding a GUI to the bundles eventually, so maybe this will be the same thing where you click on it and it will have a GUI at some point.
See, I thought you could click on the book individually, because you can very well see there's 6 books in this bookshelf. I thought clicking on a certain book would give you that certain book that was put in that spot.
Yeah, I'd have to look again, but I think you're right.
I need to rewatch.
Yeah, I don't think it was very clear in the video as to how that was going to happen, whether it was you just click anywhere and you end up with the first book in there, or whether it was like that specific where you could click on a certain section of that block and get a certain book out of it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think I was waiting for a GUI to pop up, but it didn't, so I wasn't paying attention.
As I remember it, it looked like the player clicked in one of the corners 3 times and 3 books came out of it. But that can change, of course.
Yeah.
Camels?
Camels. I like camels.
Camels are cool.
Yeah.
That's another thing we brought up on the show.
Next.
Well,
there
next
is
would
no
be
next.
ending this show. Yeah.
There is no
so
next.
we get 2-person land transportation, which is great. That's one of the things we kind of asked for, was multiple. I hyped myself up because the stupid trailer had all the mine carts connected, and I thought we were able to do trains. and we're not. At least not yet.
I think that's the trailer they use for Minecraft now as well. So that's just a video that they use a lot.
Yeah, but it's a bad video.
Don't get your hopes up, duds.
But the camel is cool. There are several things that separates the camel from horses, and not just two people. The fact that it can dash over distances, which is great for jumping rivers and ravines and stuff. Ravines especially. There's so many ravines nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
So that's great.
Worst enemy.
Yeah.
The fact that the camel is so tall, mobs can't hurt you when you're on top of the camel. Now, I'm assuming creepers are still going to blow up and kill your camel.
Yeah, that's true.
Other mobs can't reach you.
And the player on the back.
Yeah.
They can actually defend
while
riding on the back.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm excited for camels. I'll probably ride camels every once in a while. Way more than I will horses, but the Elytra's still king.
Yeah. Always will be.
Should bring a little life to the desert.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, which is where I can bring in my conspiracy theory now that we've gone through everything.
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
Okay. My conspiracy theory is that the stiffer was meant to win from the get-go. This wasn't a vote.
Well, it was
rigged.
Vote.
Rigged election.
We can't say that.
Oh.
Yeah. That is Jimbo's opinion and not that of the Withering effect.
Oh, sorry.
But so what got me was the very first thing we heard about the sniffer was it was an ancient mob, that it was extinct, and now we're finding an egg about it. I immediately went to archaeology updates on the back burner. It's coming this update. Now we have the camel, which is a desert mob, which is also where a lot of movies and stuff are portrayed doing archaeology. I'm assuming... Yeah, we're going to get an archaeology update along with a desert update this 120.
That was...
That would be cool if it happens, because we haven't been shown a lot of this update. Obviously, they've said they don't want another... They didn't mention this exactly, but we know what they meant. That they don't want another Firefly incident.
Yes.
So it's definitely that they want to show what they've got finished. But I feel like there wasn't a lot shown, and that hopefully, like you say, archaeology can come and things like that. But as it is at the moment, there's not a lot there really.
Yeah, I would have preferred being like just upfront about it. Hey, this thing we're about to show you is 70% done and will be tweaked. Don't show me anything that's 10% done and can be straight up removed. If something's 70% done, I kind of doubt you're going to just drop it at the last second. More than likely, it's going to be in the update. So
Especially
stuff like that. Yeah, especially if it fits. Because they said we would be able to determine the theme. And unless my conspiracy theory is correct, I didn't see a theme here.
I don't see a theme either. No.
Other than we're still not getting concrete stairs and slabs.
Which would have fit so well in this update when they're adding new blocks. New woods, new signs, new boats,
Carl
new
and Jimbo
bookshelves.
can attest. When I saw the signs, I went, oh, here it comes.
Yep.
And then when I saw the bamboo, I go, we're getting concrete stairs and slabs. We're getting concrete stairs and slabs. And then we didn't.
It just seems like the perfect opportunity to do it.
Yeah, to not do it now would just be a slap to the players.
Yeah, and it's not something you can say, well, it's not ready yet, because all it is retexturing a stair and a slab.
Yeah.
It's not particularly difficult. So...
What if they're sitting there, you know, they did their reveal today and they're like, all right, people aren't very happy. We didn't give them too much, and then they, eventually give us a little bit more, and they're like, man,
Well, that's the plan.
people aren't too happy about it still, so screw it. Give them stairs and slabs. Give them concrete stairs and slabs. We got to change the update. That could be it. That could be in the cards.
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously going to get more. Like, this was not the entire update.
No, not even close. I would even go as far to say this isn't even half.
Yeah, no, I don't even think this is probably a quarter of what we're getting. And I understand the Firefly incident, the Birch Forest incident. We don't want another one of those. I would have liked to at least be hinted at. This is where we're going. This is how far these segments are. At least tell me up front, this might not make it into the game, so I don't expect it to be in the game. Showing me concept art and then it never hearing about it again for the rest of the time is not the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, there's a big difference between concept art and something that's 60, 70% done. And if you're upfront and say, this is about halfway done, this is what we've got so far, we hope it will make it into the game. Or we can go, this is concept art, it might make it in, it might not. As long as they're clear about it, I don't really see the problem, because the mob vote is technically that.
Exactly.
The mob vote is concept art, technically, because like they've made these 3 mobs, they've decided what they look like to a degree, they've decided what they do to a degree, but they're not like 60, 70% finished. Jeb said on stage that now we need to get the sniffer into the game, and we need to, do our first draft of it, and then we need to polish it up with the community feedback. So that's not a mob that's finished. So it's the same thing. Just, I think they've gone from being, let's show them everything and some stuff might not make it in, here's some concept art, to let's show them literally nothing. And there's a happy medium there.
It's like a punishment almost.
Exactly.
I was thinking that.
So we will show you nothing this time.
Yeah.
But if the snapshot starts early and you will see the progression all the time, I'm more excited than in a long time, actually.
Yes, I want to point that out there. Everything we've seen so far, I'm excited for. I'm let down. I didn't see more. But if the trickle effect of what we see is good, then this is the correct way to go. My problem is, as me and Jimbo can attest, we will go a month or 2 without any good information in the show notes and stuff.
Yep.
And that's what I'm scared to death about.
I was just going to say that. This gives us opportunity for, content throughout the year, till the update.
Definitely. We had 8 weeks of ore generation at one point.
Yeah, we talked about things that aren't in the game, so
we talked about the warden for 2 years.
Carl, you can say the phrase ore generation and my hand starts shaking.
Yeah, that was a trying time. One day Duds was just like, no more. I'm not talking about ore generation. It's not happening.
Yeah. When that was the biggest news for 8 weeks, it's like, there is no news.
Yep.
I want to end, though, because we literally just mentioned it, a post by King B Dogs. And I'm going to read it word for word, so no one can say I'm misinterpreting what he's saying or anything like that. So, to dispel some misconceptions, the update does have a theme. We're just not deciding a name initially, so it doesn't give unfair expectations, i.e., wild update, and everyone saying it's not wild enough. When we listen to the community by focusing more on the ancient cities. That didn't make any sense to me, but I read it word for word. These are not the only features. We have more planned, but you'll be surprised with them throughout the snapshot process. The difference now is that all the features we've shown at live are 100% complete, which we knew. But in case anyone wasn't sure about that, there you go.
There it is.
Yeah. Which, right, I'm excited. Everything they've shown, I'm all on board for. I love. I got so used to seeing, like, me and Carl keep talking about the Nether update. That was such a huge update. And then we went years, like 2 years now, with just caves and cliffs.
Yeah, I still say that for a big number like 1.20, for the 20th major update to version 1 of Minecraft, technically, if it's 1.20. Conspiracy theories about Minecraft too. No. So for a big number like 1.20, I was expecting something never update style. I was expecting something big. This feels like, currently, this feels like a very small update. And whether it was archaeology or inventory or the end update or something mix of the three, or the combat update, we didn't even hear anything about combat. There's so much that we've been waiting for so long. I thought that a big number like 1.20 would be the time to go, let's all knuckle down, let's make a big update, let's do it never style. But it just doesn't seem to be that way.
Yeah, I see it as, Minecraft numbering is a little different. They go by, multiples of 4? Pretty much 64 at the highest. 116, which is a quarter of the 64, was the Nether update. It was pretty big. Maybe 32.
We've got to wait till
it's the
130.
big. Yeah, we have what?
Oh no.
6 to 12 years.
Oh no. Oh
Sorry.
no.
Conspiracy theory.
No. And we still don't know what's in store for the rest of the update. So this might be a big update. We just don't know yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, there could be way more.
Yeah. And I've always said I'd rather have a bunch of small updates throughout the year instead of one big one. Mm-hmm. It's just, from what we've seen so far with Mojang, it's hard to step out on that trust platform because they've not been the best about communication. So
maybe we can have one of their devs on and have, I'm going to say it, an interrogation again.
No.
If you think about it, this game has become so big, they have to be very sensitive to what they show us and what they say.
Yeah.
Because of all the backlash they get. That's how big it's gotten.
Well, look at how big this game is. We're at an in-game Minecraft convention right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's been going for 10 years.
Doing an in-game Minecraft podcast.
Yeah, we're doing it
about Minecraft.
We're doing an in-game Minecraft podcast about Minecraft in an in-game conference center that's been going for 10 years. That's how big this game is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
it's kind of big.
It's kind of big. Jimbo's like, it could be bigger. Could be bigger. Yeah.
Jimbo, we're on the small stage. The big stage is inside.
Hey, we'll upgrade to that one next year.
Yeah, maybe.
I like the outdoor stage though. I think.
Yeah, I like
cool.
this one.
It's built by Bit. Outdoor
nice
stage.
Out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's not forget, this was pretty last minute. Cube reaching out to us and hey, we've got slots available. Do you want them?
Yeah, so you reminded me about it because I was going to apply for us to have a booth last year and then I forgot about it. And then I was like, oh, applications are closed. So this year you came on and went, should we go to this? And I was like, oh yeah, that. And then me and you built a booth. That's in.
I will say, Carl built 90% of the booth. I just detailed it.
Yeah, I basically went on Discord and went, this needs detailing, and I can't. And then
I was in there just to critique it after it was done.
You were.
You guys did good.
Last week's episode, go listen to that, guys. And then I applied for us to be guests, and then Charlie at Cubed reached out to me and said, "We've never had a podcast record at the show before. Do you want to use our outdoor stage?" So that's why we've ended up here, and it's been awesome. So thank you to the team at Cubed for having us, and it's been great.
Nice to get like a chair next time. Been standing here on the chair on this stage for a while.
Yeah. Well, I also want to shout out to Carl, who's doing the live stream. Again, he sent us a picture of the Stream Deck buttons he's having to control this live stream from, to change different camera angles like crazy, and talk, and help with the notes and stuff.
I've got my hand on my Stream Deck. I've got my phone with the live stream on it. I have my iPad with the notes on it. And I'm trying to control all this while thinking and talking at the same time. So I'm probably not making much sense. But I'm trying.
This is a live edit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just it. Carl's not going to be able to edit any of this before it goes out. Like, he's just putting it out there. We have a backup recording in case the voices don't come through well, that we can just kind of overlay to the video. But yeah, it's just kind of all or nothing. So
yeah, because
we're not used to doing this.
Yeah, because of obviously the news cycle, I can't spend 3 days editing the episode like I usually do. So, because that would be very late at that point. So, yeah. And we have our audience still. Casey's over there. Is that Casey?
Yeah, that's Casey.
KCP Port Gestics.
Nice.
They can't hear us because we're clear. We're clear over here. We have to yell if they want to hear us because their bleachers are far away.
We'll project.
Yeah, they're just staring at. Like how DiiKoj said, "Jump for us," and they just stared back. There he is. There you go. Look at the stream delay.
That's what it was.
Yeah, I really do wish though. Maybe we could talk to people at Cubed, but the proximity mod for just people on stage would be nice. So that way you guys wouldn't have to watch a live stream.
Yeah. I will pass that feedback on to the guest relations team at Cubed.
Yeah. I get why they can't have it for everyone. That would be insane. But just for the stage...
Yeah, because you can on proximity chat, it has like a radius, doesn't it?
And you can make it so other people can't use their microphones. So
yeah, cool. Do we have anything else from Minecraft Live?
No, we're an hour and a half recording, minus the first 10 minutes being
where I
epic
totally
fails.
pressed the wrong button
and I misread the script.
You misread the script. I left it on a black screen. It's going incredibly well.
Coughing fit.
Jimbo coughed.
Choked on my drink.
I thought you were coughing sarcastically, and then I realized, nope, Jimbo's dying.
No, Jimbo's actually dying.
Yeah, Carl, you were saying something, and I took my drink wrong or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought you were like, Carl, look at you. I'm going to cough over his.
I'm still learning how to drink. Sorry.
All right, guys. But I think that's going to do it for today's show, live from Cube 2020. But before I have Jimbo read us out, 2022. Numbers, words, whatever, Carl.
1.20.
There's like 7 more scripts in this episode than there is in original stuff.
It's what I like to do to you.
I got to get my script out.
Anyways, we're live from Cube 2022. But before I have Jimbo read us out, I want to say a huge thank you to all of our patrons who are supporting our show. Our milk level patrons are Aerington, Aubni, BoboPlaysGames, FragileRock, Funkyllama, KC Plays Games, Loki, Nathlech, and viperoustuna. If you too would like to get exclusive benefits and extra content each month, please consider joining at patreon.com/The Withering Effect.
And if you like the show, you can share it with all of your friends and on social media. If you listen on Spotify, Rate and follow so you never miss a future episode. Or if you listen on Apple Podcasts, leave us a nice review. Doing any of these really helps the show reach more listeners. If you would like to get in contact with us, send an email to podcast@thewitheringeffect.com. Tweet us, leave a voice message, or join our Discord where you can have a chat with everyone who works on the show and fellow listeners. All the links are in the show notes.
This show has been brought to you by Jimbo and myself, but also our digital producer, Carl. He helps make sure the show ends up where it should be. And the amazing music you hear throughout the show is created by the one and only DiiKoj. Everyone's social media info can be found in the show notes. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for getting with us. You should go drink your milk now. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Carl, I am looking at our live stream and it's just a black screen.
Yeah, no.
This is going
Did you
great,
take
guys.
the cap off the camera?
Technical difficulties or stuff. There we go. There's stuff happening.
I got it.
Guys, Carl's stream deck is filled with stuff just for this episode.
Okay, so we're going to start that again.
There's a lot going on. There is a lot going on.